What is going on, guys? It's your boy K-Cross here, back in the video today. And in today's video, I don't really know why I'm saying I'm going to be talking about certain things. I messed up my intro again, guys. Whatever. Anyway, I'm just going to roll with it this time. Basically, I guess the main thing I should start with is, the president got coronavirus. Obviously, you probably heard about this by now. If you've seen this first in my video, then you're in a fucking hole or something, dude. But basically, he got the coronavirus. I'm not an asshole. I wish him well. I hope he gets better soon. I hope he can beat it. And obviously, best wishes to him and his wife, because despite political beliefs and despite maybe differences in ethics and whatnot, we're still similar enough, close enough to where I can feel sympathy for him, because ultimately he's still a person. If I hit somebody with my car and they were a Republican or a Democrat, I wouldn't feel any less bad about it. I would still feel bad for hitting them with my car. So basically, I'm just saying, I wish him the best. I hope he gets better soon. Him and his wife both, they both got it, and like I said, I hope they get better soon. And ultimately, I guess I should probably talk about the presidential debate, because I think I skipped over it, never even said anything about it, because I really didn't even watch it. I watched parts of it. Ultimately, the main parts of it, I guess. I watched a little bit of it on actual TV, and I was like, this is stupid. And then I went back and watched the YouTube video of the actual important parts, or the parts that were most popular and stuff like that. Just basically the overview, a brief summary, 20-minute brief video, and it kind of just showed the main parts. And I don't know, I think it was a bad debate. Ultimately, I think we didn't get anything from it, and that's what to me makes a debate good or bad, is if we actually, as the voters, gain anything from it. And I felt like we gained absolutely nothing. I am very upset with whoever puts together the national debates. I don't know who actually controls that. Probably Fox News or CBS or something like that. But I was very upset with it. They could have got Joe Rogan to do the moderating, and they didn't, because they got that fucker, that spineless son of a bitch, Chris Wallace, to do it. I'm being really harsh on him, because I really don't know him. I'm sure he's a fine guy, but he was acting like he didn't have a pair of balls. He wouldn't shut anybody up, you know what I mean? He was just letting people go crazy, and not really letting people go crazy. He was letting Trump talk whenever Trump shouldn't have been talking, and he was letting Joe Biden just not answer questions. It was weird. I just wish that they would have got Joe Rogan to do it, because I feel like Joe Rogan would have shut them up. Joe Rogan might be biased, but I feel like Joe Rogan wanted to hear Joe Biden, just like all of us did. And Joe Rogan probably would have told Trump to shut up, because Joe Rogan's a little bit more intimidating. And if Joe Rogan says shut up, you shut up, because Joe Rogan actually knows his shit. Joe Rogan actually is a scrapper, so you don't want to fuck with Joe Rogan, right? And I felt like that was probably the reason they needed him. Now, whether Chris Wallace comes back or not, I don't know, because I don't know if it's a contract thing, or if they have to have someone that works for Fox, or you know what I mean. I don't know what goes into deciding who the moderator is and whatnot. So he might come back, he might not. We'll just have to see. I'm hoping Joe Rogan takes his place, though, because honestly, I think he's a better moderator. Actually now, I think he might be a better moderator. At first it was kind of a joke, it was Joe Rogan, but now I'm serious. He might be a better moderator. He moderated Alex Jones and Eddie. What the hell is his name? I can't think of his name, but you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the podcast, watch it. It's really funny, and I mean, he kept them, for who they were, he kept them pretty tame. And Eddie Bravo, I think his name. But I just felt like they needed somebody who could actually control it, because obviously he was struggling, and I think I actually wanted to hear what both of them had to say, but they were just talking over each other, and it was it was kind of like sitting at the freshman lunch table, and it was just a really, really loud debate the whole time. But instead of being funny and basically being a roast session, it was just sad, and it was two 7-year-old men. it's just not what you want to see. It wasn't a good look. Let's just say that. It wasn't a good look for the upcoming election. Um, Hopefully they get it together, though, because I actually need to know who's the better of the two to vote for. Or at least I need to know if I have to find a third party or not. And I need to know what their policies are and stuff like that, which neither of them did a great job at showcasing. But I don't know, dude. At this point, I just want to be over politics. Like, it seems like the last 6 months, that's the only thing that anybody wants to talk about is politics. And, you know, right, like, first of all, I just want to point out right here, I, like, turned the game around on its head because, like, Price told me I was in last place, and I was like, oh, like, I felt bad, so I just started pushing and being aggressive, not playing like a pussy, and I eventually came back and got third, which is cool enough. But I also want to point out that the people that are top two here were working together, and I don't know how the hell they got in a free-for-all lobby together, but they were working together to win, essentially. One of them was guarding the stairs in that building, and one of them was shooting out of the window, and I don't know. And that's my excuse. They weren't that great anyway. I probably should have still won if I just played not like a pussy. But like I said, though, you know, sorry for that brief interruption. I just want to be done with politics. Like, I'm sick of it. We've had it long enough now. Like, we get it. You know, there's supposed to be an election and stuff, but I'm just sick of it. Like, I'm sick of this country being split by a political party. I mean, it's pointless. Like, I don't care what your political beliefs are. Don't bring them up, and let's just talk about normal stuff, and we'll be happy again. It's just crazy how it works. Like, it's just crazy how that works. You know what I mean? That's why you don't bring up your religion, like, in the middle of public. Like, on a Tuesday in a mall, you don't walk up to somebody and say, I'm a Christian, and you're an atheist. Your beliefs aren't against mine, so let's start arguing. No, like, it's annoying. Like, you don't point things out like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't throw flame, or you don't throw fuel on the fire. You just leave it as it is. Like, don't talk about politics. Nobody wants to talk about politics with you in public. Nobody wants to talk about politics really in general. I mean, it's just annoying. It's something that you just try to avoid. It's something that you're not supposed to talk about, but only whenever, you know, in the specific setting of talking about it, right? Unless there's a serious problem in the world, you don't talk about it. And as far as I'm concerned right now, like, the problems that we're facing aren't serious enough. Like, we've already kind of got them, like, sort of figured out in a way. Like, we're comfortable enough now to where we don't have to worry about it, right? So that's just what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to talk about politics anymore, and I don't want people talking to me about politics. Just leave me alone, please. And I'm just ready to get over it. But, you know, it seems like it's the only thing you can talk about, because it's like the only thing people are talking about on Twitter and stuff. And whenever you're looking for topics for a video, it's just tough to find any. And then, you know, you see these topics pop up and you have nothing to do. Like, what the hell? I don't know what I'm going to do from here on out, though. Because, like, if it's still going to be politics for, like, the next, 2 months, I'm just going to explode, because there's literally nothing to talk about. Like, there's nothing to talk about that interests me right now, besides, like, football and stuff. But, like, if I talk about that, you know, like, I'm probably not going to be pulling in very many viewers, because people don't care about football, it seems like. And, I mean, football has become political. Jesus Christ, I can't even say the goddamn word anymore. But it's become political, so now even sport and football is like a political statement, and it's just a tough life to live right now in America. Like, you have to be so aware of what's going on, or people are gonna be upset with you and stuff like that. It's just annoying. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't watch the news for a reason. I don't watch the news because I don't care. Like, if it's not impacting me, like, if it's not close to me, I'll watch the local news. I watch the local news to make sure it's not, you know, anything serious going on around me. But like I said, if it's national news, it's most of the time not important to me. And most of the time it's irrelevant. It's only whenever local news happens that it's really important to me, because it's happening around me. And I don't really care about the stuff that isn't happening around me. Like, if I don't pay attention to the national news, though, people are, like, acting like I'm just out of touch with them, and then they're acting like I'm being offensive or something whenever I don't know what's going on, or I don't know the situation. They think I'm, like, intentionally trying to avoid the situation. No, yes, but no. I'm intentionally trying to avoid, like, a lot of situations. I'm intentionally trying to get out of watching the news. And that's just the thing. It's like, people expect too much from people these days. Like, the fact that, you know, I know what's going on is a blessing to anybody, because I just seriously don't care. Like, I seriously don't want to care. But it's just like the thing, like I said, like people expect you to know what's going on, and I don't want to be expected of anything. I don't want to know what's going on either. I just want to live my life peacefully by myself. I want to live a simple life. I don't want to be too crazy or anything. I just want to be a normal person. And I don't want to talk about politics anymore. Anyway, that's just my hot take. Not a hot take. That's just my take. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.